Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Great Gibraltar Draft with Hound Dogs. And today we've got Lions in our first game of the season, our third season in charge, I think it is technically. And yeah, let's show you kind of how things have gone in pre-season. So we've played some big clubs in pre-season. Well, Real Madrid B team. I don't know if you can class them as a big club, but we've done some good games, some poor games, some good results, some bad results. A 4-0 loss to Southampton, but a 7-2 win against Wydad Casablanca. It was all over the place, really. But looking at how things stand in the league with regards to kind of season preview, we can see we're predicted to come fourth. I'm determined this year is going to be the year we're going to get into Europe. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it's going to happen. Now, looking at our transfers, transfer history wise, I don't think we brought anyone in at the end of last season. We did. We brought in probably Harvey Neville's the only one you haven't seen. He's joined us, under 23s. He'll be there. Obviously, Phil Neville's son. So, Phil Neville? Gary Neville. I think it's Gary Neville, actually. I think I got that wrong. It's Gary Neville's son. So he has joined us. Otherwise, if we jump and take a look, we can also see that Langamp has left us for Messelweitz. He's gone 35 years old. He's getting on a little bit. Cameron Thompson has left us as well. He's gone to Fleetwood. So I think we made a little bit of a profit on him because he came in at a free. So we made 18k, which is nice. He was never going to play. And Matthias Thevenin, he's gone to College 75. So a rival in the division. But yeah, he's joined them for a little bit of money as well. So again, I mean, if anything, we're just trying to cut back on the players we've signed because we've also signed a few other ones. Stefan Baji came in on a free. I think he looks very, very good to be sitting at that bottom of the trio in midfield. We've got Exors Mpembele Bula, the striker, pacey little striker there. Some good first touch. Hopefully he can develop quite nicely from Lille. Frederick Carstensen is another one, a winger, Danish, 21 years old, can play out wide on either side. Marco Salah is another big, I say big name, but a bigger name in the team. Another left back. We have got a few of those, but he again very, very well rounded. Looks pretty decent on that left side. Kasper Nilsson is a fullback on the other side, 19-year-old from Sweden, who we brought in from Brighton on a free. And then Kingsley Michael is the most recent signing, which is come in from Bologna. He is Nigerian, capped under 17s, 24 years old. Looks pretty decent. Some good physicals, especially with the pace that he's got there. Some good tackling as well. So he'll be harassing players in that midfield spot. Tactics-wise, we've kind of stuck with what we went with previously. We're playing a more fluid attacking style. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We've obviously got Lions today, so it'll be an interesting one to kick off the season with. One thing we haven't got is the likes of Romero or Graziano Pella, because they're both out injured. Romero's obviously been on fine form recently. We've moved some players around. We've brought some players up from the under 23s, all that sort of stuff. Diarra Suba is playing up front. He will be playing up front, Salifu. For this game, he can play there. I think he's quite a good false nine anyway. It's probably one of his better positions. So if he does well there, we might be able to leave him there. But otherwise, we've got Martin Pekar, who we brought up at the end of last season, on the right. Bareback on the left. Pereira, Desar and Ramirez in the middle. Michael will be playing just behind him, with Wisdom at right back, Silva and Koch in the middle, and Marco Salah at left back. We may have to look to try and bring in another centre back, because that's the only other area I'm a little bit concerned about. But with that said, let's jump into today's game and see how we can get on against Lions. Hopefully we can start things right, start things well, and kick off the season with a good win. Fingers crossed. Anyway, they've got Jerome Sinclair up top. He's probably the name that we're recognised, along with John Obi Mikel in midfield. So they're the two kind of names that were drafted in the bigger names that were drafted in anyway. They've also brought in a few players since then, of course, as it's been a few years now, as they look to go forward with Golder. But Kingsley does well to win that and cut that out with the header. Pereira Desar plays it back to him. Then Koch looks out wide to Salah. He will certainly look down that wing. There you go. And there's Bareback bombing down that left-hand side. He cuts back on his right foot, looks for a cross in. He does manage to find Ramirez, who's had to do a bit of work to get there, but he'll fire the ball across. And there's Marcin Pekar with the goal. I mean, great start. 20 minutes in, and we're 1-0 up. Start to the season, just as we wanted to see. Ramirez did very well to get that ball across after an interesting cross by John Christoph Bareback, but he did very well, got to the byline, cut it back, and Pekar was there just to tap it home for the 1-0 lead. Things are going very well to start with. We're looking on top. We look very good. Good shots on target. As they look to go long again, it's Koch that has won that header, and it fell to Bareback as Salah looks to go long again, but this time it is cut out. Pereira Desar, though, coming forward, finds Salifu, who's up top, plays it across to Ramirez, who hits the post. Oh, if we'd have got a goal there, that would have been lovely bit of comfort for us, getting a 2-goal lead. They've only had one shot so far, so we're still looking pretty comfortable, but would have been nice to get that double up for sure. Salifu doing well up front at the moment, getting that ball and turning it round for the wingers and attacking midfielders either side of him, and providing that support that they need. But Poveda back to Goldar, who looks for a long ball forward. Koch does well to win that, but it will fall to Jung, who's not got any pressure on him at the moment, who comes inside of Kamara, looks for the overlap of Iago Lopez. Salah doesn't do very well there. I mean, that is one hell of a challenge from Sergio Silva in the end to stop Sinclair from managing to get a shot away in the end, because he was one-on-one with the keeper. Effectively, keeper would have had no chance. So lucky us. Gustov is still in goal for us, having come up from the under-23s last year. He performed pretty well at the end of the season, so there's no reason why we wouldn't keep him in there. Salifu hasn't done great up top looking at things. I think we will leave him there, though, for now. There's no rush to really change things at this stage. I think we're happy with how we stand. You'd have seen on the bench, we have got a few more of our players that we brought up from the under-23s. Why have I just closed that off? What we want to do is do that. As you can see, we've got the likes of Bertgaard, who's come up, Johnson, Thorgerson as well, and Lindberg have all come up to the first team this season as the game crashes. Okay then. Well, we'll come back and I'll let you know how the game goes. All right, we're back. So after the crash, we were able to kind of get things back to how they were. It's half time now. It is 1-0. 1-0. So we're still where we were in that sense. But it's Silva who scored instead, with Michael assisting. Same team, same lineup. Nothing's really changed otherwise. So things are looking pretty good still. As we get into this second half, as Andre Wisdom plays a ball into Pekar. Ramirez back to Wisdom, who'll probably look to play it back to Ramirez, who lays it off to Pereira Desar, back to Kingsley. He plays Ramirez, who gets it out wide to Andre Wisdom, who's got a yard to get across him, but he plays it down the line to Ramirez, who plays it across, and Salifu Diarsuba with the goal. I mean, Ramirez assisting the same way he did in the let's say, alternate universe of this game, where he was done very well there and making a run. Wisdom found him, and he was able to drill it across the box for Salifu just to tap it home without any concern whatsoever. So that's great to see. As we're early in the second half, it's a good point to score, and good time to score at least, where we're able to take advantage. Half an hour now to go in the game. And I mean, we're looking pretty good. We've not had any concerns about them coming forward, attacking us. I don't think we've seen a highlight from them as of yet. So, I mean, if this is a sign of things to come this season, I'll be very, very happy. 10 minutes to go. I think we will look to make a couple of changes. Pekar, we will take off, put Lindberg on that right-hand side. Michael will come off and we'll put Hamza on in the ball-winning role. And then we could also put on Thorgerson on for Salah on the left back as well. I think we should be fine, even making all three changes. There's no real worries, as Thorgerson, in fact, comes forward down the left. He does lose out the ball to Kamara, but we are keeping a kind of high press on them. It is played long to find Jung. I shouldn't have spoke because Jerome Sinclair is now coming forward. We've got a lot of players back, but they've got a lot of players forward as well as the ball comes in and it's just put wide by Rodriguez. So we get a little bit away with that one as we've got a corner now just before the end of the game. Hamza delivers, comes in. Sergio Silva did score from the corner originally in the first half, which you wouldn't have seen. But ball comes across from the left-hand side to Kamara. They're playing it well in the middle of the park at the moment. John Obi Mikel involved there. Pervader then plays it through to Jung, who is one-on-one with the keeper. Can he finish? He does manage to put it through him. In Gyom Jung puts it past the keeper. Little bit nervy, I'll be honest. I'm a little bit concerned now. But we should be fine. There he goes. End of the game. Great. 2-1 win. What a start to the season. We looked good as well. 19 shots, 8 on target, a 2.29 XG. Everything looked in our favour. I mean, it's a shame conceding late on like that, but I don't think it was ever really too much of a worry in the end. So a good outcome. For sure, a good outcome for sure. We'll come back later on in the season, maybe around the Man 62 game on Mons Count. We'll see which one we kind of prefer more. We could end up playing Man 62 a couple of times over that period, playing them in the Intermediate League Cup. But there you go. We will leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and of course, leave a comment down below of any players you want to see in any of our Wonder Kids, if you want to see any experiments, and of course, let me know what you think and how you think we're going to get on this season. I will catch you in the next one.